All right, for 27, we're solving this equation for m, but the hint is to let the letter u represent the m, 4m minus 7. So inside this set of parentheses, I have a 4m minus 7. And inside of this parentheses, I have a 4m minus 7. So instead of a 4m minus 7 squared, we're just going to call it a u squared. And then minus 9u plus 20. And this is just supposed to make it easier to factor. And I can unfoil this one. It starts with a u squared, so it's got to be u times u. And then it ends with a positive 20, so I need two factors of 20 that add up to negative 9. And that'd be negative 4 and negative 5. And then if the u minus 4 equals 0, then that means that this u right here would have to be a positive 4, because 4 minus 4 would make this thing 0, and 0 times whatever is 0. And then the other u would have to be a 5. Oops, sorry, I meant to put u equals 5. Because if you put a u in here, then u minus 5 is the other 0, and 0 times whatever this is 0. But remember, we're not solving for u, we're solving for m, and u is representing the 4m minus 7. So we have to put the 4m minus 7 equal to the 4, and the 4m minus 7 equal to the 5, and solve them both. So I'm going to add 7 to both sides here. 4 and 7 is 11, and then divide by 4, so I get 11/4. There's one answer. And add 7 over here. 5 plus 7 is 12, and divide by 4, and I get 3. So two answers to number 27 are 11/4 and 3. And then 28 has parts A, B, C, D, and E. The first one was find the vertex. Okay, remember when you're finding the vertex, the x coordinate is negative b over 2a, that calculation. So it's negative of whatever b is over 2 times whatever a is. B is the negative 12, and A is the negative 3. So put a negative 12 here and a negative 3 there. And a negative of a negative is a positive 12. Over 2 times a negative 3 is negative 6, and divide, and I get a negative 2. So now we have to calculate f of the negative 2. And f of x was negative 3x squared minus 12x minus 8. So it's going to be negative 3 times the negative 2 squared minus 12 times the negative 2 minus 8. Sorry if you can hear my cat, or one of our cats. We have 3. Oh, it's like a catarama over here. Let's see, negative 2 squared is 4. Shut up, I'm doing work over here. Negative 2 squared is 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. Negative 12 times negative 2 is a plus 24. And then from left to right, negative 12 plus 24 is 12, minus 4, 8 is 4. Okay, so for the first answer to part A, the vertex is x was negative 2 and y was 4. Now, once you get part A, you're going to get part B. They want to know what the axis of symmetry is. The axis of symmetry is the vertical line that goes through the vertex. And all vertical lines start with x is equal to, and then it's wherever it goes through the x-axis. Well, that is going to be the x-coordinate of the vertex. So x equals negative 2 is the answer to part B. And then part C, I said state whether the parabola has a max or a min value, and then state what that value is. Okay, our original problem had a negative 3x squared that means that it's a upside down parabola. Remember, I made the joke that it looks like a frowny face, right? Because it's negative. Aww. Anyway, so that is going to be, there's his nose. That is going to be a maximum. And remember, you're looking at how high it is. So this point right here, the height is the y coordinate. So it has a maximum of 4. So that's my answer to part C. It's a maximum of 4. And then D says find the range. Well, the range on this also has to do with the maximum. You're looking at this graph, and let's see. The lowest point is down here at negative infinity, and then it comes up to a height of 4. So the range goes from negative infinity up to that 4. So it's negative infinity up to the 4, and since 4 is a point on this graph, you have to include it. So that is that. And then E is find the intervals on where it is increasing or decreasing. Okay, again, it's a parabola that's upside down. And this point right here is the vertex, which has an axis of symmetry going through the -2, right? X equals -2. So the function is, let's see, it's increasing on this side. So from this whole left side of the graph is where it's increasing. And that would be from negative infinity up to the -2, but don't include it, okay? That is my increasing. And then the graph is decreasing over here. So to the right of the -2 is where it's decreasing. So that would be from -2 to positive infinity. That's that part, and that's decreasing. And there's those two problems. So I hope that makes sense. Here, I should be consistent with my highlighters. All right. Hopefully that's all in the screen. Yep, it looks like it is.